3 weeks ago there was a fallout with regards to Satoru Iwata admitting that the Wii U flopped. Yeah, he admitted it, and that's one of the more admirable um, actions or thoughts, or the a leader who is accepting the mistake of you know the whole company because he's the CEO. And there are many people out there who are actually giving advices on how Satoru Iwata should run Nintendo, to give advice A to achieve B, which very idealistic because gamers knows what they want, gamers know what they need, but it's not that putting yourself to Satoru Iwata's position. Just put yourself in a position where you are actually running a company. Put yourself in which you are actually running a specific, you know, a specific franchise, a specific anything in every business ever. Saying that these people knows what they want, and Satori, a specific CEO should do X because gamers wants this X to, achieve the Y, so you can have this glorifying Z. But first, you have to think: are your ideals or are your ideas, advices are actually um, plausible in the business world? I don't, I can't say. But the thing is, when in the business world, when you do something, when you actually are planning something like a big project, like advertising, marketing, you're going to like spend money on it, brainstorming, of course, and of course, and also releasing, on how you're going to market your your product. For in this case, the Wii U. Satoru Iwata admitted that it was it's their marketing's fault. I mean, who other CEOs are actually going to admit that they flop? Have you heard of Kazurai actually saying that, "Oops, the PS Vita flop"? Yeah, even though it was predicted 2 years ago, but no one gives a shit. Are you going to, have you heard of Phil Spencer, the PR for Microsoft Xbox, saying that, "Oops, the DRM was back. I didn't know about that. I'm sorry." None. Saying that, okay, people, you're saying that you should port Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong to the PS4 and the Xbox One. Are you saying that they are you saying that they should give up? Have you ever thought of actually doing the same thing for Halo? Being ported for the Sony PlayStation and Nintendo Wii U. Giving your first party games is like selling your soul to the devil. Very idealistic, no, right? And also, you think that doing this and doing that don't have any consequences? Ideally, like idealistically, it's possible. It sounds good to the ear, but when you actually going to implement it in the real corporate world, you think that it is going to bring this? It's impossible. It's like telling Warren Buffett with his with his group of companies when he brought Goldman Sachs, and apparently they have Warren Buffett got into a scuffle with buying Goldman Sachs and saying that, "Oh, you are having problems with Goldman Sachs. You should sell it, so you won't have any problems anymore." But the thing is, he already invested on it. Same thing with Satoru Iwata. Do you think that doing this X is going to be Y? For example, saying that Nintendo should beg more for third-party IPs. Um, Let me give this a thought. Why why Platinum Games are actually going to port their game Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U? Why on the Wii U? Last generation had games like No More Heroes by Grasshopper Studios, and games from Monolith Soft, Xenoblade Chronicles, Last Story, and Pandora's Tower, Lost Odyssey for the Wii by Miss Walker. And how come these third-party original IPs from Konami, Namco Bandai, Bandai Namco, etc., wasn't there? Heck, even Square Enix. How come? How come it wasn't there? If you're thinking that Satoru Iwata is just sitting on his ass, not doing anything, how come these low tier game studios actually develop for games for the Wii and not for not and they didn't develop for the PS4 and the PS3 and the Xbox 360? That begs the question. Now you're going to say more third party IPs for the Wii U. If the third party IPs don't really want to develop on the Wii U, even though Nintendo is doing their best to actually entice them back, they won't. They already tanked for it. They already tanked for the PS4 and the Xbox One. We just have to admit it. If they don't, they're going to develop. They're going to actually make games for the Wii U. But no, no, no. That's not possible because Wii U is an inferior console compared to their adversaries like the PS4 and the Xbox One. Just give it a thought. I know that they had problems back when Nintendo 64 they still used great cartridges. Well, they already made that transition with the GameCube and the Wii. When we have the Wii U, what now? Well, I mean, where the third party IPs? There's a more powerful system than the PS4 and the Xbox One. But no, 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 they're not going to develop that because you know the debacle within PS3, not having the sales that they had, like on their first release, they just got their boom 3 years later. You know what I mean, right? You know that, and asking third party APs and this and that and that. You think that Satoru Iwata is just laying eggs on his chair, not doing anything? Like every other stereotype about the CEO ever. It's just amazing. It's really amazing in how you people can actually can give these really idealistic but not realistic advices on how a certain CEO should run his company. I'm not saying that Satoru Iwata is the greatest CEO ever, but it's every CEO's problem. You know, you cannot ask for more. You cannot. He's doing his best, and people saying that people should that he should get fired. He did his best. He really did his best, and he's going to continue his best because He's been working there longer than we play games. That's for sure. I'm not saying that we don't have the voice to actually say on what we want, but to teach someone who is actually more knowledgeable when it comes to business, it's just asinine. It's just garbage. You got it? Good. Anyway, I am Homer. And could you please support Unsung Story, the Tales of the Guardian? Please, we need more money for that. We need that. We need that game. I promise.